Hina, you may begin, please. Can we have Hina's slide and Hina?
Good evening, Area Director, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Welcome to Area 19, District 20's Tall Tales and Stand-Up Comedy. I'm your Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Hina Azmi, and I welcome you all on this great Friday evening. I would like to begin by stating the Toastmasters District mission. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Some rules to be respected during the event. Please turn off all your phones or devices or put them to silent mode. Make sure that the mic is muted at all times unless it's your turn to speak. Once you finish speaking, please turn off your mic. Speakers are requested to refrain from making any reference to politics, sex, or religion in their speeches. The audience is requested to not interrupt the speaker at any point during their speech. I wish you all a fantastic meeting. Please help me welcome our dynamic, competent communicator, competent leader, and gorgeous area director, Toastmaster Tabassum Ali, for her opening address.
Thank you so much, vivacious Toastmaster Hina, for that warm introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to one and all around the world. Welcome to Area 19's mega event, the final showdown. The overwhelming response that we got from our registration was so humbling. It went beyond 400. And now I can see around, wow, we have crossed 100 already, 105. Kudos to all of you. Times are tough, but we are tougher. Physically distanced, yet we are virtually so connected. I mean, look at us now. How many of us are here? Wow. Who would have thought a few months back that we can conduct contests with speakers around the world sitting right where? In our bedrooms. And I say hello to my family, my friends, and even I can say hello to my father in India. Hello, Daddy. I hope you're watching. We will soon return to our physical meetings and be so happy to see and hug each other. We will blend the best of both the worlds, virtual and real. Meet our club members and also conduct more such global events, and most important, stay connected. Being an area director, my term ends this June. Area 19 is already distinguished area, counting the achievements of the four clubs. It will be like same as I will be showing a candle to the sun. Now the only way that was left for me as an area director to acknowledge and appreciate my wonderful clubs was to conduct a global event. So here are my four amazing clubs. Can we have the drum rolls, please? Let's have a banner march. Mayspring Toastmasters Club, led by President Fasira Moiduni. A mix of senior and new Toastmasters, Maysprings conducted 2 mega events this year, one a Tall Tales contest, and second a mega youth leadership program, while B, in collaboration with Indian Community School, around 150 students were part of this program. A round of applause for Mayspring Toastmasters Club. Don Bosco Club, led by President Yusuf Banyan. Congratulations for becoming a President Distinguished Club. This is a close-knit club, like a family, and love to organize innovative outings and picnics. A round of applause for Don Bosco Toastmasters Club. Next, Aura Toastmasters Club, led by Toastmaster Rohini Rajshekhar. a wonderful club which comprises of teachers and parents. The club always has great quality of speeches. After all, teachers. A proud moment for Area 19 as Toastmaster Rohini Rajshekhar won the second runner-up at division contest in humorous category this year. A round of applause for Aura Toastmasters Club. ASSP Kuwait, yes, I know you're so excited, but I would request all of you to be muted. ASSP Kuwait Toastmasters Club, led by President Vasudevan, which is already a select distinguished club and on its way to become President Distinguished Club with just one DCP goal. Very sincere and dedicated club. This club comprises of mainly safety engineers. A round of applause for ASSP Kuwait Toastmasters Club. Moving on. This was a good year for educational awards in Area 19 too. We didn't have 1, 2, but we had 5 distinguished Toastmasters this year. For the benefit of non-Toastmasters, it's the highest and coveted honor bestowed by Toastmasters International. This award is given to a Toastmaster for completing their educational track. Let me introduce to you the first distinguished Toastmaster. DTM Priya Sara Chandy. Now let me introduce to you the second distinguished Toastmaster from Area 19. DTM Gayatri Ravindran. Our next distinguished Toastmaster from Area 19 is DTM Zainab Banyan, who is also the Tall Tales Contest Master for today. Our next distinguished Toastmaster is DTM Shilpa Reddy. She's also the district admin manager for this year. And our fifth distinguished Toastmaster is DTM Premuk Bose. Thank you so much for always being there and making Area 19 so proud. Today's event, I think we all are in the transition mode and we are understanding each other so well. So today's event, a leader is nothing without his or her team. We have a vision and a mission, but we cannot execute it alone. So let me introduce our role players who are so instrumental today. We have Shilpa Reddy, who's going to be the anchor. You can have soft music in the background. It's nice. I like it. Just keep it running on the software. You can have it. Ah, that's nice. We have Vishal Khan, our main moderator. We have Faisal Jamil, who is our tech moderator. We have Hazel D'Souza, Bashir Sheikh, Gino Thomas, Hina Zia Azmi, Madhu Reddy, Kazim Ali Mirza, who have been working around the clock trying to synchronize and work these transitions. And we have Dinesh Kumar Pal and Sarfaraz Ahmed, who will be clocking and timing you. Thank you. While Area 19 members are working hard for this event, trust me, our leaders are not far behind. So first, let me introduce to you the agenda for the day. We will be having, this is the agenda of Toastmasters for the benefit of non-Toastmasters. We will be having our leaders address first, who have taken so much effort and have groomed us. Then we have our segment of our newsletter. Our team has worked around the clock to even get that finalized. We have our 2 amazing segments, starting with the Tall Tales. And after that, we have our regional advisor joining in, Ali Shabazz Ali. Then we have our stand-up comedy and our grand finale. Let me introduce before that our leaders. While Area 19 members are working hard for this event, our leaders are not far behind. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. And that's exactly what our district directors are doing by supporting us and motivating us. They are all present here today, standing strong with Area 19. It's my pleasure to invite our District Director, DTM Wafa Salman, a trainer at Australian College of Kuwait, a certified coach, double DTM, and the most charming leader I have known. Kindly please share a few words of wisdom and guide all of us. Over to you, DTM Wafa Salman.
Thank you, Tabassum, Area 19 Director. Good evening for all Toastmasters all over the world. First, let me greet our dignitary, Program Quality Director, Hamad Salim, DTM, Alka Komra, Club Group Director, DTM, our Admin Manager, Shilpa Reddy, and my office, XCOM, Area Director and Division Director in the house. I'm not going to count them all definitely. And our IPDD in the house, Khurram Salman, DTM Immediate Past District Director. Good evening to all of you. Good evening to all the audience in here and on YouTube. First, I want to thank you, Tabassum, for that initiative. The good thing is that we need humor, and we are losing the essence of life. So we need that spark to smile, to laugh from time to time, because we need it. Psychologically, physically, laughter is a medicine. I'm learning that, I'm trying. And because of this, I joined the Laugh Out Loud Club to laugh more and try to have that sense of a humor within my speeches. I know Tabassum asked me to say something funny, but it's not working yet. Maybe next year I will try to find myself saying something funny. Now, this initiative is good. And the beauty is that we are facing what's happening in the world in a different way. COVID-19 hit us all, but we stand tall to fight it by dedication and commitment, by helping and giving our hands to others. And that's what our leaders are doing so far. They're not stopping. They are keep on doing their job until the last moment. Lots of activities, lots of events, and lots of initiatives. And all this is to serve our members. Thank you, leaders, for having this initiative. And I know you will never stop until it is done, not when you finish. Thank you very much, Tabassum. Have a great event. We will enjoy, and back to you.
Thank you so much. Our wonderful district director, Wafa Salman, for those words of advice and wisdom. Always welcome to hear you. It's a novelty. Moving on to our next leader. He is our current PQD and also our elect district director. He has been a Toastmaster from 2002 and has undertaken all possible roles in Toastmasters, and very approachable leader. At any point of time, we can approach him. So please welcome our PQD of District 20, Mohammed Salim, DTM Mohammed Salim.
Thank you, Area Director Toastmaster Tabassum. This year, most of the time during the contest, the division contest, you have seen me on the road. I'm still on the road driving. Okay. Nevertheless, actually, first let me acknowledge our district director, DTM Wafa Salman. She has been on keto diet, and I've seen her taking too much of butter, and I see the glow coming out from the butter from her face actually. So that's wonderful. And I know DTM Wafa Salman is not good in cracking humor actually. We have tried it several times. It never happened. So nevertheless, actually, first of all, let me congratulate Toastmaster Tabassum for taking this wonderful initiative. this is the problem with the celebrity, because Tabassum always I consider a celebrity, and celebrities, they don't stop in doing anything innovative actually. And she wants to be in the limelight, and she kept the during the COVID lockout situation, she always was there actually, in the limelight. She was there conducting so many events actually. So that was wonderful about Toastmaster Tabassum. Keep the spirit on. You have done a wonderful role as an area director this year. I didn't know that you have so much of leadership capabilities. If not, I would have, got you as a division director this next term. But nevertheless, we will keep it for the incoming terms actually. So keep the good work going on. Looking forward to see this event. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful incoming district director, DTM Mohammed Salim, and you are giving a tough competition to our current tall tale, to our tall tales and stand-up comedian. That was really wonderful, and I like the description of the butter, because in keto diet butter is allowed. So I'm sorry. Oh. Okay. Moving, I'm sorry. Okay, moving on to our next leader. I'm sorry. Oh God. Mohammed Salim. Our next leader belongs to Mace. I'm getting tears in my eyes. Our next leader is our district club growth director. And I'm proud to say she's also part of Mace Spring, which is also my home club. She has also taken all possible ExCom roles in the district. And let us put our hands together and welcome our district club growth director, DTM Alka Kumra. Over to you. Let the music play first. Thank you.
Good evening, Toastmasters from District 20 and beyond. And congratulations to members of Area 19, the area that has my club, the Club Mace Springs, which was the very first club I joined when I came to Kuwait 5 years back. All the clubs of this area are excellent clubs. And we have had from this area vibrant leaders and champion speakers. If you want your life to be a magnificent story, then begin by realizing that you are the author. This is what I have to say about the leadership of our area director, Toastmaster Tabassum Ali. As she mentioned, we are members of the same club, and I'm extremely happy to see her growth as a Toastmaster, as a leader, from the moment she started in that club. I have seen her exploring her potential, going out of her comfort zone at many times, trying out new things and excelling first as a speaker, then as a humorous speaker, and then as a leader. As I always tell her, she loves to put her heart and soul into whatever she does. So I'm not surprised that she thought of, planned, and put together this wonderful show today. Congratulations, Toastmaster Tabassum, for this wonderful initiative. I'm glad to see our keynote speaker that she brought in today for this event, Luisa Montlawa. When I watched her in Denver, my first impression about her winning speech, first impressions, was wow. She has guts, she has attitude, and she has a winner in her. So we will have the pleasure of listening to this lady with a typical humor, with a unique humor. And let's sit back and enjoy the event. Congratulations once again to Area Director Tabassum and all the members of Area 19. Well done and keep it up. Back to you, Toastmaster Tabassum.
Thank you so much. That was so amazing speech that you have given. Thank you so much, Alka, from the DTM Alka, from the bottom of my heart. And I would like to acknowledge our keynote speaker. It is so wonderful to see you right from the very beginning, more punctual, all the way from America. I don't know what's the time. So thank you so much for joining us and seeing this show. And we also have our immediate past district director, Khurram Salman. Thank you for joining us. I cannot see more dignitary. As and how I will see you, I will be acknowledging you on the chat. Thank you so much for joining us today. I can see we have touched 162. That's wonderful. So let's move on. Let me introduce now our amazing master of ceremonies for today. She is the first runner-up this year at the division contest for international as well. Yeah, just hold your music, hold the music. As well as humorous speech. First place winner in Kuwait Advanced Storytelling. And I came second. So that's Arij. She's been finalist many times at the district contest and is one of the best stand-up comedians that I know of. I don't need to say much. You can see for yourself. Let's welcome DTM Arij Jafar as the master of ceremonies. Ta-da! Over to you. Arij, you change yourself?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you who is here with us joining through from Zoom, and all who are there attending with us through YouTube channel. I would like to extend my very warm welcome to all of you who is attending from Kuwait and those who are attending from all around the world. It's my pleasure to be your MC for this amazing and creative event that's held by Area 19, District 20, the stand-up comedy and tall tale contest event. I am sure that we will listen to legendary tall tales stories and we will cry from laughter with all the stand-up comedians in today's event. But before we start with our contests that I am sure you all are excited and waiting for, let me first introduce to you an amazing lady. She is an assistant manager at National Industries Group Holding International Investment Department, a passionate singer, and a Toastmasters member. She is the head of the newsletter team, Toastmasters Hazel De Souza.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters and my dear guests all over the world. Today, I take this opportunity to thank our dear Tabassum Ali for giving me this wonderful opportunity to work on the newsletter. It was just a few days ago when she was narrating to me that she wants to work on this. And it was one of the best decisions that I could think of to end your term in a great, grand way. And I was looking forward to this, to help her in this pursuit. And when we started working on this newsletter with my amazing team of editors, there is one thing which struck me. When we want to organize an event, be it small or big, we tend to look for role players. We tend to look for the best to support us so that we have a wonderful event. But as I worked on this beautiful newsletter, Stars of Galaxies, I realized I didn't need to look outside, but within. Because we had such potential members, leaders, and pearls in our clubs itself. And the members are the heart of the club. I've seen this and I've heard this so much. but this is the first time I experienced it when I kept going through each and every article and each and every talent of and uniqueness of every member. And I'd like to thank all the members of all the 4 dynamic clubs of Area 19 for coming forward and sharing with us your heart, your stories, your talents, which are so unique. So with that, I would like to now introduce my team of editors. We have Dinesh Kumar from the ASSP Club, a very passionate and dedicated Toastmaster. Henna, the president-elect of Aura Toastmasters. Then we have Sakina, who has so beautifully designed the cover of the magazine, 11th grader, but so passionate and so unique. And we have Shashini Pereira, the secretary of Don Bosco Toastmasters, a very committed and wonderful speaker. With that, I'd like to thank all of them with a round of applause. And I would like each one of you to give them a round of applause for the hard work that they have put in to make this newsletter a great success. Thank you so much. With that, I would like to call upon our Division E Director, DTM Murali Manohar, to unravel the newsletter and give us few words with a short introduction.
Hi, very good evening, all of you. My first congratulations to the area director, Toastmaster Tabassum Ali, our district in 20 trio, DTM Salman, district director, DTM Mohammad Salim, PQD, DTM Alka Kumra, our CGD. I'm really very happy that our Division E Area 19 is has come out with one of the beautiful ideas. That too, as our Hazel said, Toastmaster Hazel said, at the fair end of the year, coming out with a unique idea of combining all over the world and having a great event. And I thought it's going to be very simple the way she told me, but now I see with the posters and the number of participants, 2 in 1. Wow, amazing. And the best part I'm going to unveil now is that newsletter. I have to congratulate our area director, Tabassum Ali, who has been behind each and every one, including our editor. She was also behind every one of us. And I'm sure you would all appreciate the great work done by each and every contributor as well as the editorial team. I congratulate the entire team and I wish all the best to the participants of both the tall tales as well as the table topics. With this note, I would like to unveil the magazine and
Thank you, dear DTM Murali, for that wonderful introduction. And with that, dear audience, you will now find in your chat a link which our moderator Vishal will share, and you can download the newsletter and read it at your leisure. Thank you so much. And with that, I hand it back over to our amazing Master of Ceremonies, Ari Jaffer.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Hazel, and thank you for the newsletter team and all the great effort you all have provided for Area 19. And now, it is time that you all will be amazed. You know why? Because there is a huge dragon roaming around the city, holding in his hand a small jar of cookies and shouting and screaming, calling for Zainab, Zainab. But she never answered him. because she was busy preparing for the Tall Tales contest. She is a happy daughter, wife, and mother. Can you mute the music, please? She is a happy daughter, wife, and mother by destiny, an educator by profession, and a Toastmasters member by passion, a humble person by choice. She is not tall as Tall Tale, but she is perfectly short to fit into anyone's heart. Aww. She is former 2015 Tall Tales champion of Kuwait. Help me welcome the Tall Tale contest master, DTM Zainab Banyan. Now music.
Thank you, DTM Marich, for this wonderful introduction. Now, before I begin the Tall Tale segment, I want to share my sad story today. Do you know, to be the contest chair of Area 19 event was as difficult as practicing social distancing with your spouse at home. Out of 99 persons, Tabassum approached me and she offered me this role. I wish I would have probed a little further and thought, why so many people before me refused to take this role? But well, I did not care. I got a call from Area 19 organizing team for the contest chair auditions. Wow, I started already behaving like Angela Jolie and Deepika Padukone. Wow, I'm going for auditions. So I carried all what I had, my hardly used brain, my always criticized speaking skills, and my mostly ignored beautiful looks. Now, since it was a Zoom meeting, so to get admission in the Zoom meeting, I had to answer a short questionnaire of only 200 questions and 16 pages. So I began. Question number 1, are you a human? Hello, my horns have not grown yet. Question number 2, how many times did you sneeze, cough in 2020? Wow, what an evolution. From our counter, we are going to have a cough counter in our meetings. Yeah, wow. I was going to hit the third question. And that is the time I was thrown into a breakout room without any reason. And there I read something like this: Area 19 authorized lab. Before I could figure out what's happening to me, I was thinking about my questionnaire, which I just left it incomplete. But suddenly a stern voice, like our division director, read out, Toastmaster Zainab, if you want to get selected as a contest master, you need to give your voice octave test and a perfect look test. I protested. I'm not going to give my blood to be a contest master. Immediately they threw me into another break room. And there I came to know that it was a Toastmaster quarantine club. There I realized that the people were not suffering from coronavirus, but they were suffering from coronavirus. People with coronavirus can bore you to death. Toastmaster Tabassum made me stay there 3 weeks in that quarantine. And then I was shifted again to the lab to give blood technician. What has my blood to do with the contest master's role? She said, Madam, it is our basic criteria. Your blood sample should possess humerus DNA, DTM chromosomes, and of world champion of public speaking. Then only you will be selected. I got so tortured that I attached 2 bottles of blood and I mailed to Area 19 team. Then came the octave voice test. You know what they did to me? They didn't ask me to read the Toastmaster. They asked me to sing the Toastmaster vision for the whole night. so that they could understand the frequency of my voice, how I'm going to sound on that day. And the worst was the perfect look test. Toastmaster Tabassum, she made me lose 22 kg of weight. You know why? So that I could fit in the screen. This is what I did. I had to go to be the talk contest master. And since I have taken all the pressure tests, I am a medically authorized and certified contest chair to take control of this event. And here I am to welcome you all to the Tall Tale Contest of Area 19 Final Showdown. Good evening, my dear audience, dignitaries, our contestants, and all the guests throughout the globe. Welcome. Today, we are going to experience global tall tale contestants who are going to lie to the sky so that we all can get the moments of laughter. Now, let us understand what a tall tale is. A tall tale is a short humorous story with unbelievable events. Now, before I begin to be serious, I want all my contestants to kindly turn on their video if they can and open their ears clearly, because now what I'm going to say is not a tall tale. And if you don't listen, you are going to be forgotten as a short tale. Timer, when I read out, can you please flash the cards? And I would like all the contestants to kindly pin out the timer. Thank you. Are you ready with the color cards? Timer. Okay. The duration of the tall tale speech. The timer will flash the green card at 3 minutes. And it will flash 30 seconds. The yellow card will start to flash at 3 minutes 30 seconds, and it will be on for another 30 seconds. The red card will start to flash at 4 minutes and shall be displayed till the end of the conclusion of the speech. There will be no indication given to the speaker if he's going over time. Please listen carefully. In case of any technical failure, suppose if you get offline, the timing device will continue to go on till 4 minutes and 30 seconds. If the contestant faces any connectivity issue, the contestant has the opportunity to join back till the timing is on and continue from where he or she has stopped. There will be an exceptional case. For example, if a contestant loses the connection for more than 30 seconds, and if he can return back in his 4 minutes and 30 seconds, he will get extra 30 seconds of grace in case of connective issue more than 30 seconds. Your timing will start on the first gesture or word. Any speaker who speaks for less than 2 minutes or 30 seconds, or who speaks more than 4 minutes and 30 seconds will be considered disqualified. Another clause for disqualification can be if any other human to be spotted in your frame of screen as a part of your script. Any assistance such as a clap, sound, or music from any person which does not come into the visibility of the screen can be exempted and accepted. If any person spotted passing by accidentally will not be considered for any grounds of disqualification, it will be exempted. But make sure that person should not be a part of the script. The speeches should be substantial in nature and content. Avoid usage of words that point to politics, gender, or religion. And please make sure we don't hurt anyone's feeling over here. In case of protest, it can be raised only to the speakers, to the contest master, or the area director before the announcement of the result. We assume that all the speakers have checked their internet connectivity, audio and video devices. The contest organizers are not responsible for any low connectivity or any internet glitches from the speaker's end. You are requested to hide the non-videos participants before speaking if you know how to operate that option. If you don't know, it's okay, you can leave it. Moderator, can I request you to kindly display the picture of the tall tale contestant, please? Thank you. I'll be calling out the speaking order of the names of the tall tale contestant to make sure the contestants are present in this virtual room. I request all the contestants to kindly turn on your video so that the Sergeant at Arms can locate you from your screen. I'm going to read out the speaking order. Contestant number 1, Shams Tabriz. Contestant number 1, Shams Tabriz. Contestant number 2, Mayur Venkatesh. Contestant number 2, Mayur Venkatesh. Contestant number 3, Mudit Shukla. Contestant number 3, Mudit Shukla. Contestant number 4, Pragya Jain. Contestant number 4, Pragya Jain. Contestant number 5, Raja Subramaniam. Contestant number 5, Raja Subramaniam. Contestant number 6, Rubab Fatima. Contestant number 6, Rubab Fatima. Contestant number 7, Shri Ganga Krishnamurthy. Contestant number 7, Shri Ganga Krishnamurthy. And the last and the 8th contestant is Swati Ramteke. 8th contestant, Swati Ramteke. At the end of this segment, there is going to be a judging poll that will be launched on the screen. And this time, can you guess who are the judges? Can you guess? It's you, the audience. This is a very rare contest where we will see that the audience are going to pick the best winners today. Now let the contest begin, I guess, right? I have spoken enough and I have bored you enough, right? So our organizers and role players, are you ready? Our contestants, are you ready? I can't hear. Oh, I always forget it's a virtual room. Audience, are you ready? Yes, I know, I can read your heart out. So let's welcome our first contestant, Shams Tabriz.
Hazel?
Sergeant at Arms, did you check?
Sergeant at Arms Hazel?
Kindly check, kindly prepare the speaker.
Sergeant at Arms Hazel? Please prepare the speaker. Is she here? Hazel?
Yeah, she's
Bashir?
here.
Okay, Hazel, please take over.
Hi, Shams, welcome. How are you?
I'm good and I'm excited.
Okay, can you see the timer above?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Okay, when you're ready, kindly take your standing position and just give me a thumbs up when you're set to go.
Yeah, this is my standing position.
Okay. Okay, over to your contest master.
Contest master, unmute yourself, please.
Yes. Shams Tabriz, contestant number 1, The title of his speech is Asteroid on its Way. Asteroid on its Way. All the best, contestant number 1. The stage is all yours.
Breaking news of the week. An asteroid is about to hit the Earth at a speed of 3,000 km per hour. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, yes, the asteroid is ready to hit the Earth at a very faster pace. This got me worried, nervous, and I straight away went to my personal doctor called Googly Goo. And I went to the doctor and asked, Doctor, I want to go to a place other than this Earth. Can you please advise? Then Googly Goo said, Bro, you better go to hell. Then I asked, Doctor, can you please give me the address? Then doctor said, for that you have to die. Then you will automatically be taken there. Since I was not convinced with this answer, I decided to go back to my past, where one day I cracked a joke in front of my cousins. And the joke goes like this. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought. If the thought I thought hasn't been the thought I thought, then I wouldn't have thought that thought. And there was a pin drop silence in the room. And suddenly, one of my cousins, he started laughing. And I asked him why. And he said, Bro, I was not laughing at your joke. I was laughing at you. You better crack such jokes, not here. We don't deserve you to hear these jokes. You deserve to make these jokes heard on Mars. Then I thought, how's that for an idea? Cracking jokes on Mars is not a joke. But there is a disadvantage. Women can't come to Mars, because I've heard once that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Anyhow, I started all the deliberations with the SpaceX and started my journey back. And then suddenly I took the space and started, and then zoom. Here I am, ladies and gentlemen, back to Mars. And all that I need here are 19 new members, because I'm planning to start a new Toastmasters Club over here. And the name of the Toastmasters Club would be as simple as Advanced Toastmasters Club of Mars. And then I started in search of 19 new members. And luckily, I could see some people running towards me. But wait, why are they wearing masks? And then I stopped one of them and asked, Bro, why are you guys running and why are you wearing masks? Then the person said, Brother, coronavirus has not even left Mars. And the reason why we were running is because the asteroid has already hit the Mars. I got devastated, totally depressed. Then I thought all my plans to come here has been caught into vain. So I decided to take my journey back to Earth. So I took the same SpaceX rocket, and then slowly when I was coming back, then suddenly my father, wake up, it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, go and have your breakfast. Ladies and gentlemen, just because there are some adversities doesn't mean we have to run away. Since anyhow I'm back to Earth, I have decided to pray to God that, oh God, now that you have decided to send an asteroid back on Mars, kindly make sure that the asteroid is well sanitized. And get that asteroid sanitize the whole world and make this COVID free. Otherwise, I will have no other option but to get back to Jupiter. Over to you, contest chair.
Contest chair, unmute yourself.
Yes, I have been muted by the moderator. Yeah. Thank you. That was a wonderful performance. Kindly accept the participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, kindly prepare the next contestant.
Hello, Mayur. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing great.
Okay. Have you pinned the timer?
Yes.
Okay, kindly give us a thumbs up once you're good to go. Thank you. Over to you, contest master.
Our second contestant today, Mayur Venkatesh. The title of his speech is The Magical Journey of Youngest, Handsome and Charismatic Potato. The magical journey of youngest, handsome and a charismatic potato. Contestant number 2, Mayur Venkatesh. All the best. The stage is all yours.
Long ago, in a land very far away, there lived a young, charismatic, and handsome potato. He was so charismatic that every time he smiled, there used to be a rain of French fries. Wow, isn't that amazing? On one day, when he got back home, tired after a long day's work from the potato chips factory, his mother, the mama potato, came and sat next to him. And she came and told him, "Oh, my dear potato, you are no longer a baby potato. You have grown up and become a big potato. It is time you get settled now. It's time you find a nice looking girl and settle, marry her, and have children." Upon hearing this, our hero, the young charismatic potato, was a little taken aback, but then he smiled and he made a plan in his head. The next morning, he geared up and he went on a voyage to find the queen of his hearts, the woman of his dreams, the girl with whom he's going to spend the rest of his life. As he rode the horse into the forest, he was able to see a lot of other people. He met the young and juicy beetroot, but he was not very impressed. And then suddenly he heard a voice, "Oh, help me, help me, help me." And he was startled. And then he ran towards the voice. And he then found out that it was a juicy, ripe, and delicious tomato. She was being pushed into the river and she was struggling to find her way out. Immediately, our hero, the potato, removed all his bearings and jumped into the water. And he swam across the water and then he helped the tomato back into the shore. The tomato was so grateful for having saved her life. She then smiled and said, "Thank you very much." On hearing this, our hero was so flabbergasted. At that moment, the light bulb behind him went blip, and then there was a music going on behind him. And then he decided to propose to this beautiful princess, the tomato, the queen of his hearts. "Oh, my dear tomato, I am totally floored by your beauty. Would you be the tomato ketchup to my potato french fries?" On hearing this cheesy pickup line, the tomato was so fascinated, and then she fell in love as well on seeing the bravado of the potato as well as seeing the wonderful linguistic skills that the potato had. Somehow, all the wedding plans were set up, and the king of all tomatoes had arranged a wedding. Just as the vows were going to be exchanged, there was a great commotion. All the fruits clan had walked into the wedding saying, "Tomato is a fruit. We will not give her away to a vegetable." At that moment, our potato, he went to his man Friday, the onion. He knew that onion was a toastmaster, not just a toastmaster, he was a distinguished toastmaster. And so the onion came onto the stage and he started to talk and he let out his superpower, the power to make people cry. And as soon as he started speaking, everybody in the room went mum. And so after this, the wedding of the potato and the tomato was great. It went on smoothly. Since then, the tomato has crossed over from the fruits family to the vegetables family. And that is how the love story of the tomato and potato. Thank you, Madam Contest Master.
That was a wonderful performance. Kindly accept your certificate of participation. Sergeant in Arms, can you please? Sergeant in Arms, can you prepare the next speaker?
Good evening, Mudit.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
May I request you to pin the timer?
I've done that.
Okay, can you see it on the top?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, kindly give me a thumbs up once you're set to go. Great. Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, Sergeant in Arms. Our third contestant, Mudit Shukla. The title is Remove Your Shit. Remove Your Shit. Contestant number 3, Mudit Shukla. All the best. The stage is yours.
Let me share a secret with you all. We have a Nobel laureate among us in this very meeting. Yours truly was awarded Nobel Prize in 2006. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I got Nobel Prize for my theory, Remove That Shit. With the help of this theory, I can solve any problem in the world. Let me explain you. For every problem that you face, there is a problem-causing agent, which I call shit. Just identify that shit and remove it. So I named this theory, Remove That Shit. And oh boy, I got famous after that. I started getting phone calls from across the world. Everyone wanted to solve their problems. And the first phone call I got was from Apple founder, Steve Jobs. Hey, Mudit, I have this problem with my phone keypad, and I don't like using the keypad on the phone. Hey, Steve, I have this theory. Remove that shit. And guess what? The phone got disconnected. Later on, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Jobs came up with the keyless touchpad iPhone. You can thank me later for that. After some time, I got a very interesting phone call from a shy boy from Harvard University. He didn't tell me his name then, but said, "Sir, I don't like meeting people. I'm such an introvert that I don't even like going out of my room. I'm so scared of meeting people that I've just stopped seeing anyone." Once again, I told him the same thing. "Son, I have this theory called Remove That Shit." And once again, the phone call dropped. Later on, I came to know that this kid dropped out of Harvard and launched Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg removed the need of meeting people physically, which he thought was shit, and made Facebook. A couple of weeks ago, I got a very strange phone call. Some 5-6 people were beating someone, and they were taking my name to justify their action. I immediately rushed to that spot. And these guys said, "Look at him. This guy doesn't look like us. He doesn't eat like us. He doesn't dress like us. He doesn't speak like us. And so he is shit, and we are going to remove him from the face of earth." Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, hold on. I never told you to kill people. First step to apply my theory is to identify the shit. Shit does not lie in the dark color of the skin or different clothes one wears or different religion one practices. Shit lies in your brain, which makes you think that you have the right over someone else's life. And I have just one piece of advice for you. Yes, you, madam, and yes, you, sir. From your brains, please remove that shit which divides people on the basis of color, gender, ethnicity, and religion. Thank you so much, and over to you, madam.
That was a wonderful performance. We would like you to accept the participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, kindly prepare the next contestant.
Hello, Pragya.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
May I request you to pin the timer?
Yeah, done.
Okay. Kindly give me a thumbs up once you're good to go. Thank you. Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Contestant number 4, Pragya Jain. The title is Powerful Not. Powerful Not. Contestant number 4, Pragya Jain. All the best. The stage is all yours.
Thank you. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Now, all the married people sitting there must be thinking she has gone mad. And all the unmarried ones must be thinking we are out of it. But my friend one day, when I was free bird, came to me running. Hey, why? Why are you getting married? I was already dreaming of a beautiful marriage, going to a planet like Mars for my honeymoon. But she broke it. So I tried to explain her. I love marriage. She said, do you know it has two feelings involved? There's a feeling and there's a lawyer. I was like, how? So there'll be feeling of your husband and there'll be scrutiny done by you. You don't know anything about marriage. My simple reply. Oh, she said, it's an unending certainty of uncertainty. What are you talking about? And she said, I am married and I know it better. What do you have special in you that you will not face it? I said, you don't know me. Do you know our PM? He's my best friend. And if I have to do anything, it's on my fingertips. She said, okay, let's see once you get married. Oh, as I was all ready to get married with so much gold that I'm still taking out after 10 years, this is the last piece left. But at that time, I could see my dear Brad Pitt in an Indian attire with a lungi below coming to me and hugging me as his wife. I love you, Bradu, was my reply to him. One day, after the marriage, he was counting Indian rupees in 500s and thousands. I went and asked, love, can I have some for shopping? Do you even know how this money is earned? I said, I don't know, but I can tell you how it goes. And he said, you think it's that simple? I said, yeah. Do you want to try? Go. Do whatever you want to. I immediately called my uncle. Uncle, Brady is not letting me shop. He has lots of notes, but he's not giving it to me. Beta, wait till 8 o'clock in the evening. And that day, The whole India demonetized just because of me. Uncle did it. Oh, I love you, Uncle, was my reply. As I was sitting in my room, my friend came. She is an extraordinary, beautiful, and a commendable analyst. She started discussing topics which were emotionally delicate, controversial, and which had lots of emotional things to it. Men call this part gossiping, but we call ourselves analysts, and that's what we were doing. She came to me and asked, by the way, I forgot to ask you, what do you do? Oh, me? I came up with my own organization. It's called Thieves International. Wow, the name sounds good. Yeah, we train a lot of thieves in their communication skills, in their fluency of taking your chains away, and all the other aspects. As we were talking, a sound came, like a Dead Sea. And it said, Mitro. And since then, I'm stuck here with you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. That was a wonderful performance, Pragya. Kindly accept the participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you prepare the next speaker, please?
Hello, Raja. Raja, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. Have you pinned the timer?
Yes, I pinned the timer.
Okay. Can you give me a thumbs up once you're good to go?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Contestant number 5, Raja Subramaniam. Speech title is Mantra. Mantra. Contestant number 5, Raja Subramaniam. All the best. The stage is all yours.
Good evening, contest chair and fellow Toastmasters and wonderful audience. I was in Muscat. I was blessed with a mantra, do the impossible. As the COVID-19 struck the world and I saw the sufferings around me, I immediately chanted the mantra. Believe me, I discovered the fastest way to kill Corona in a day. Like a flash, the news went to the President of the United States of America. He immediately called for a press conference. Ladies and gentlemen, a young and most handsome person from India, Raja Subramaniam. Raja Subramaniam has found a solution to COVID-19. I requested Prime Minister to accompany him to the White House immediately. He flew to the White House in a flash of a moment, in a bicycle. As we landed on the terrace of the White House, I got a call from Princess Corona. He wanted to have a one-to-one meeting with me. I requested the two leaders to step out outside. Suddenly, Princess Corona came to my nose and started crying like a baby. I went close to her and hugged her with love. She asked me, "Are you a Toastmaster?" I was shocked. I told her, "Yes, How do you know? Only a Toastmaster can be so positive and supportive to a pandemic with a smile. I told her, I am also a husband. Princess Corona then made a proposal that she will leave this earth immediately if I surrender my mantra. I immediately called for a meeting of G50 leaders, and the meeting was streamed live through the sky to the entire universe. I briefed the leaders about the proposal, and I told a condition that all the leaders should cut the military budget so that the money can be used for the good of the world to revive the world economy. All the leaders unanimously agreed to the proposal. I sealed my mantra in a sanitizer bottle, and the corona left the earth immediately. As the contest of Area 19, Division 20 was conducted to the international station, the president of the Toastmasters International applauded me and asked me, Toastmaster Raja, can you please reveal the secret that drove away Corona for the benefit of the entire Toastmasters and audience over here? I was reluctant to do it. But the president asked, can I say no? Can you say no? I told him the mantra was, Valli understand.
Thank you. Thank you, contestant number 5. That was a wonderful performance. Kindly accept the certificate of participation. Sergeant at Arms, can you please prepare the next speaker?
Hello, Rubab. How are you?
Hello. Hello, ma'am. I'm fine. Thank you.
May I request you to pin the timer?
Yes, I have done so already.
Okay. Can you see it on the top?
I'm good to go. It's fine.
Okay. Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Contestant number 6. Contestant number 6, Rabab Fatima. Her title is That Spine-Chilling Roller Coaster. That Spine-Chilling Roller Coaster. Contestant number 6, Rabab Fatima. All the best. The stage is all yours.
Wondering how I grew from this mini me to this not so tiny me? No brownies for guessing. It's simply because my elder brother Naki never leaves a chance to pull my leg. If he continues doing so, I'm afraid in no time, even a giraffe will have to climb on a cliff to get a leaf from my hand. We're so close, yet poles apart. From scariest of rides to the craziest of slides, Naki loves theme parks, which for me are more terrifying than Jurassic Park. My hands tremble, my teeth chatter as I recollect one such visit to a theme park. I stood frozen in my tracks as I caught sight of rides that crept higher than the Great Wall of China, went faster than the speed of light, plunged like a skydiver, spun like a hula hoop, and meandered and twisted like a hungry anaconda. No, I don't want the media to say next morning, poor girl, gone too soon. But how could Naki let me go that soon without first making me try that spine-chilling roller coaster, which was the envy of any adventure lover? 2 tickets, Bhaiya. Who's the next one for? I asked. Ha 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 ha. It's for me, little sister. Let's go. I trembled so hard that a 10.2 Richter scale earthquake had been declared far and wide, but I was still glued to the ground. I sat beside Naki and chanted every prayer that I could remember. Slowly, a strong metallic handle came down and securely locked itself around my bloated tummy, which was overflooded with butterflies. I pressed my lips, closed my eyes, and held the handle as tightly as I could. Gradually, the roller coaster started moving. The wind blew my hair gently. I swung up and down and up and down and up and down and hummed merrily. Well, at least I could imagine that for a few milliseconds. But life is not a dream. Any second, the roller coaster would spin my world and I would be head over heels. I didn't even write my will. Before I could start crying, a drop of water fell on my cheek, then another, then another. Are the angels and devils crying too? Suddenly, the sky burst tears of joy. It started raining, and all the rides were suspended for the rest of the day. And until today, I've kept that dreadful spine-chilling roller coaster at bay. Over to you, Madam Contest Master.
Thank you, Rabab. That was a wonderful performance. We would like you to accept the certificate of participation. Sergeant at Arms, can you prepare the 7th speaker? Thank you.
Hello, Sri Ganga. How are you? May I request you to pin the timer? We are not able to see your video. Yeah. Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Our 7th tall tale contestant, Sri Ganga Krishnamurthy. Her title is Holy Mackerel. Holy Mackerel. Contestant number 7, Sri Ganga Krishnamurthy. All the best. The stage is all yours.
This was a magical moment of my life. It's a day I knew that magic is not just trying to prove, say, nothing is funny. And share just masters and deal with it. We can say how long ago everyone has a I was the next one. I was thinking, what is
Timer, please stop. Shriganga, please pause. Shriganga, you need to pause. Timer, please pause. Timer. Yeah, this is Tabassum Ali, Area Director. Shriganga, I'm sorry, your voice is breaking. We cannot hear. There's a problem with your audio.
Can you give me a few seconds?
Yeah, we are not able to hear you, and we'll have to give you a discount. 30-second grace extra will give you. Immediately fix your audio, please.
Yes, please.
Timer, please set the timing for 5 minutes. Okay.
I paused already the timing.
Yeah, you paused it, but now the timing will be 30 seconds extra. So instead of 4.30, it will be like till 5. The timing, proper timing is still 4.3, and then after that, you will give her 30-second grace.
No, see,
Shriganga, are you good to go? Yeah,
One
okay,
second, one
Dinesh.
second.
Just hold the time, hold the time, hold the time. You just stop the time here. Shriganga, are you ready? Good to go? No, she's stuck.
She's muted.
Who muted her? Please unmute her. She herself is muted.
She is not muted. Her video is stuck. I think she's having some problems with the internet. So just give her a few seconds.
Dinesh, we have to just give from 4.5 to another half minute, or we'll have to continue then. Yeah. Whatever is your timing, from there we have to continue your timer now, Dinesh. We have to just give a half minute more for her to finish.
Okay.
All contestants were guided to keep their system up to date because this technicality has to be taken care of from the contestants' end. Keep it. If she comes back, great. I hope she does.
Hello.
Yeah, Shriganga, you're audible.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Should I start from the beginning or?
No, I'm sorry, you cannot start from beginning. Dinesh, how much time does she have now? Shriganga, wait, how much time
She
she has
consumed
now?
she consumed the 2 minutes.
Okay, she consumed 2 minutes. Shriganga, you have 3 minutes now. Within 3 minutes, you have to wrap up. You don't have extra time. With extra time, you have 3 minutes, right? Yeah. Dinesh, 3 minutes read, and that's it. No more extra time. Over to you, Dinesh. Shriganga, over to you.
Long ago, so long ago, nobody can say how long ago. I think it was last September when I was cozily sleeping on my sofa and watching Netflix. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, he appeared. Not Professor Dambalan. It was my economics professor, Arunachalam, standing right there in front of me. A 9-foot apparition, looking down at me and saying, "You know who you are?" Afterwards, I'm Shriganga, still in the mood to imitate Dumbledore. He said, "You are the wealthy imposter of the Holocaust." Hello? Okay, that was strange. Still in the mood, he said, "Now let me show you where you belong." And he waved his wand, and poof! I was there at the White House, and standing right in front of me was Donald. Not the WC, it's the Arnold. And I immediately thought, I think it's time for me to make my first voodoo doll. And boom! I was there in the house. And there was a big pot of boiling liquid. And I heard a sound from somewhere. And my nose was growing big. Oh my God! I'm not Pinocchio. I'm the hottest witch. I'm the hottest witch of all, and I've got my mirror on the wall to bounce for it. And then I heard a voice. Oh, it's not a cat, it's a panther, and he's pink. Oh my God, let me go! And there I was. I heard my mom's voice saying, I told you, God's name is your Netflix on. Whoa. Sorry, Mom. Over to you.
Thank you, Shri Ganga. That was a wonderful performance. We would like you to accept the participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you prepare the last contestant? Thank you.
Hello, Swati.
Hi.
Hi. May I request you to pin the timer?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yes, pinned.
Yeah, kindly give me a thumbs up once you're good to go.
Yes, I'm good to go.
Great. Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Contestant number 8, Swati Ramteke. The speech title is How I Met Your. How I Met Your. Swati Ramteke. All the best. The stage is all yours.
Have you heard about city called Nagpur in India? No. Let me tell you one peculiarity about the city. It is also called the Orange City because orange is the only color you see when you go out. It's so damn hot. Greetings to everyone. Let me tell you one such incident in Nagpur's volcanic summer. I was commuting to my tuition class by my two-wheeler. The tuition class was located at one extreme end of the city. So if you consider my home as North Pole, I had to travel till South Pole daily for classes. This was not it. There was traffic like hell, as if someone was distributing free money on the streets. While commuting, I suddenly felt a bump. Oh God, flat tire. How would I reach my class now? Just when I started cringing about my life, dragging my heavy bike through the molten tar river, my right leg got stuck in it. I tried to drag my right feet and thumb. Now my left leg was stuck. I wish someone could come and help me out. And suddenly, poof, smoke appeared along with the music. Batman! And there he was, Batman in broad daylight on his bat jet ski, wearing a swimsuit. He came in front of me, held out his hand and said, I am Batman. Baffled, I asked, where is your costume and cape? He said, I had to adapt to the conditions. Let me help you out. I'm a huge fan of Batman, and seeing my superhero in front of me, I just couldn't help but drool. He pulled me out with his sturdy arms, and the next thing was I was next to Batman in his bat ski with my bike on the tow side. I asked Batman for his visit to the city. He mentioned that Joker has launched a laughing missile in the city. He told me, be cautious, and if you feel any danger, just say, na 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 Batman, and I will emerge to help you. As all good things have to end, the ride was short, or maybe it seemed to me, couldn't tell. Fading goodbyes, still in awe. I heard laughing noises all around me. Panicked, I started singing, na 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 Batman! And suddenly, I woke up with a shudder and saw my teacher in front of me with her death stare. It was the umpteenth time I slept in the class. Till this day, I still don't feel it was a dream at all. It felt so real. I still sing the song with the anticipation that I will hear the voice. I am Batman. Over to Timon.
Thank you, Swati. That was a wonderful performance. We would like you to accept the participation certificate. Now this brings us to the conclusion of the segment. A huge round of applause to all our tall tale contestants who have remarkably done well and showed the best talent out of them. Didn't you all enjoy? Didn't they all tickle your funny bones? And didn't they take you to the height of imagination? Definitely they did. Moderator Vishal, I would request you to kindly play the slide of the contestant. Thank you. Now I would like to check with our chief timer to kindly advise if all the contestants have qualified. Can you please give your report? Moderator, can we unmute the timer, please?
Thank you, Tall Tale Master. It's my pleasure to share the report timing. And I am very happy to share this my report because of no one are the disqualified. You heard one common phrase, take your time. With using in the common observation, our tall tale speaker take it very seriously. They didn't take their time, they used their time properly. So all are the qualified, and I will forward the report to the moderator for creating the poll. Thank you. Over to you, Tall Tale Master.
Thank you, timer. Now it's time to launch the poll. And we all will have 1 minute to choose the best tall contestant for tonight. The names of the contestant will be displayed on the polling screen. Today, as audience, you have a great responsibility on your shoulders that you are going to judge and vote for the best speakers. And how are we going to do that? By practicing integrity, respect, excellence, fairness, and service, which is the core value of humanity. Kindly do not practice favoritism or random voting. And there is a word of caution. Those who have joined the event in the midway or who have not witnessed all the performances, we request you to kindly do not vote, but just click the abstain option from the menu, which will be flashed on your screen. We request you once again to kindly cast your vote with complete integrity and help us choose the best speaker, because we all know that these global 8 speakers have given their best, they have worked hard, and they have shown their best talent in front of us. So let us all vote with integrity. The name of the winners will be announced at the end of the segment. So you all stay tuned for who's the winner today. Moderator Vishal is going to flash the poll. So now it's time to vote. Come on, dear audience, pick your best tall tale contestant. And yes, we see the bar movings. Yes. Come on. It's only 19 seconds. Still we have time. Wonderful. Great. I can't believe it. Really? No. How it's possible? It's in front of me. Come on, audience. Come on. We have few seconds. So please don't be lazy and vote for the best speaker. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. And I think it's time is over.
We have 73% voted. We can just give a few more seconds. I think people are voting.
Yes, sure.
Okay, we'll close the poll in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you, moderators. And thank you, our dear audience, for helping us pick the best 3 winners. Now with this, I would like to hand over and say goodbye to you, to our Area 19 organizing team, our dear role players, and our hardworking contestants, and our dear audience who has been with us throughout. Thank you for having me on board. Wish you a happy weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Over to you, Master of Ceremony.
Arij, you are Master of Ceremony, you are muted.
Arij, you are unmuted already, but there is issue in your sound. Please check. Let me just mute you and unmute again. Contest Master, she is disconnected. You can take over.
Now it's time. I think our AD is going to take over from here.
Yes, I will take over. Thank you
AD.
so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful Tall Tale segment, and all the speakers, you all were stars. You all did amazingly. We have the results on our hand. I request all the audience to just wait till the end, because you have really done justice. I mean, there was a segment which had a lot of abstain. So if you did not hear, you have shown a lot of integrity and you did not vote. Thank you so much for that. Moving on to our next segment. Our Arij is coming back again. So for that, I will just take over for a short while, and I would introduce our next dignitary, who's also the admin manager for District 20. Her home club was Mayspring as well, and she's also a dual member of Aura. Please come in. Yes, I'd love to see you. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. And now we will have an amazing session led by a very creative person. She is a domestic engineer for 17 years and a Toastmasters member for 3 years. Wow. The only purpose of her joining Toastmasters to network with people from all sections of the society. In turn, ended up with developing her communication and leadership skills. The journey continues. She is none other than our District 20 Admin Manager, DTM Shelba Reddy.
Thank you, DTM Arij, for the lovely introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Toastmasters and guests from across the globe. By the way, are you wondering what is a domestic engineer? It means a homemaker. I started my Toastmasters journey exactly 3 years ago in this area. Area 19 has been the home ground for many great leaders and speakers. Toastmasters is a great platform to become a better version of yourself, irrespective of your status, profession, and age. I'm a living example of how a domestic engineer can be transformed into a distinguished Toastmaster. I'm proud and privileged to introduce to you a special person who has been very instrumental in my Toastmasters journey. Being a Toastmaster for 18 years, he has been a support system for many members across the globe. On the work front, he is a course coordinator and senior lecturer at the University of Bahrain. He was recently appointed as the Director of Professional Development Unit at the university. He's also a researcher in robotics and artificial intelligence. We know how tough it is to lead our own family, but he has prestigiously led the largest district in the world, District 20, which comprised of 7 countries from Middle East. Currently, he is serving as the region advisor for Region 11 that consists of 38 countries from Africa, Middle East, and Pakistan. He is an exemplary leader with a never-fading smile and an ever-ready hand to help anyone and everyone who approaches him. Dear friends, he doesn't need your applause to welcome, but he deserves a standing ovation for his commendable commitment. On behalf of all of you, I welcome our very own Region 11 advisor, distinguished Toastmaster, Ali Shahbaz.
Thank you, our admin manager, Shilpa Reddy, for that wonderful introduction. I mean, I have been on the roll since morning. We had 8 hours debate session, few meetings after that, and right now I'm here, but I didn't hear that wonderful introduction. I'm totally humbled. You all are awesome as well. Because of your hard work, we get an opportunity to come back as cheerleaders and cheer your hard work. District Director Wafa Salman, PQD Muhammad Salim, CGD Alka Kumra, Area Director Tabassum, and Admin Manager, of course, Shilpa, and all the leaders who are on the call right now, and members, of course. I couldn't enjoy the Tall Tales from the beginning, but I'm very much attached to Tall Tales whenever it happens. And if I get the opportunity, I do sign in to watch, I do attend Tall Tales whenever I get time, because Tall Tales is something which I have been admiring since the beginning. And why is that? You see, Toastmasters International, they have given us this framework where we know there are different categories of contest. And in our part of the world, especially in the Middle East, we pick up the 4, the international, humorous, table topics, and evaluation. There was one time, once where we discussed that, can we have Tall Tales at the district level? But that never happened. Many people, they don't want to challenge their creativity when it comes to Tall Tales, stand-up comedy, debate skills, the one which I said I was attending since morning, and there is another glamorous one happening tomorrow by Toastmaster Gayatri and team. So in Tall Tales, we challenge our creativity. It's not for everybody, but it should become everybody's business. I was telling in the debate session when they called me to speak, you see, there is so much depression going around nowadays, especially in era of lockdown. It's empty mind is the devil's workshop. When people are done with their work, they have nothing much to do, not so much to go out. It's a partial lockdown everywhere or full lockdown in few countries. So what can somebody do? So Toastmasters is giving us that opportunity to connect, and Tall Tales even makes it better. Debate workshops even makes it better. With a lot of depression, people can connect. They have someone to talk to. They can hit their creativity, touching those cells, those neurons, which they never did before. And here is where the child in them comes out when they connect few fictional characters with the real characters and come out with something. which they enjoy and the audience enjoy as well. All this imaginations comes out and people enjoy listening to it. And what makes it even better, when there is a fun competition. Knowing our area director Tabassum for a long time, she has this creative mind when it comes to stand-up comedy and talking about debating. And here is where she took this challenge to arrange this event. We need so much of this. With the recent thing, what I read in news, with one of my favorite youth icon giving up on his life in the film industry, in one of the film industry, I don't want to go into details. The primary cause is depression. And here is where things like this, which keeps us busy and forces us to enhance our creativity, speak up to people we don't know, let all our expressions flow out. And here is where we need to connect with people. So it's a blessing in disguise. Somebody might have been inspired in today's Tall Tale contest and would be preparing to come back next year. So it's not the club, it's not about the area, not about the district, not about the region. Whoever has an idea, just come out. You don't know. From one single area, you might have 200 plus participants like what I see today. So thank you very much, area director and your team, for the wonderful Tall Tales. Sorry if I crossed my time. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Ali Shehbaz Ali, for your wonderful words of wisdom. We all will miss you as our very own region advisor from July 1st. Thank you. People say that luck knocks at our door only once. I don't believe it, because today it knocked at my door twice. First, when I had the chance of introducing an inspirational leader, DTM Ali Shehbaz Ali. And now I'm introducing an inspirational speaker, Toastmaster Luisa Montalvo, the first runner-up in World Championship of Public Speaking 2019. Luisa Montalvo was born and raised in South Texas, but later moved to Austin, where she worked for Abbott Laboratories for 25 years. She retired at the age of 50 and moved back home to South Texas to spend more time with her mother. In 2012, she rejoined Toastmasters International. In 2019, after competing against 33,000 participants from 143 countries around the world, she was as the first runner-up on the world stage. She is the first Hispanic woman to reach this level and hopes to become one day the first Hispanic woman to win the top prize too. Luisa is enjoying her retirement by traveling, helping, and transporting homeless dogs to New York City and spending valuable time with her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of you, I hereby welcome our keynote speaker, Toastmaster Luisa Montalvo.
Hello, Mom. No, I'm on Zoom right now. Zoom. I'm having a meeting. No, I don't need to wear a mask. Kuwait cannot wait. I have to go, Mom. I don't have any extra toilet paper. I'm sorry. Okay, love you. Bye. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. That was my mother. Well, hi, I'm Luisa Montalvo, and I'm from South Texas, United States of America. Thank you so much for inviting me here to your Tall Tales and stand-up comedy. This is genius. I would love to have something done like that here in the United States. My story is kind of average. I went and worked for 25 years at Abbott Laboratories, as was said, and I thought my life was kind of over because I was already old. So I retired early, moved back home, spent time with my mom. She lives 2 blocks away from me, so I see her almost every night. What I did do was the first week that I was here, I didn't have internet. So I ran down to the library to go and work on some computer stuff. There on the door of the library was a big poster that said, "Join Toastmasters." I had been a Toastmaster member back in the early 90s, and I remembered having so much fun. So I wanted to compete, and I wanted to go bad. So the first year, I competed, and I knew I was going to win. I had the perfect speech. I was ready. I didn't even place at district. I drove home crying. Oh, I didn't win. I wanted to win. You know, I wanted to win. That's it. Forget it. I'm done with Toastmasters. If they didn't know that I was supposed to win, forget that. But then a month went by, and I missed Toastmasters. So I said, okay, fine. I'm going to write a better speech for next year. And I wrote a better speech. And I went to go compete, and I knew I was going to win, and I didn't even place again. That's it. Forget it. You know what? I'm going to get better. I'm going to reinvent myself. I'm going to come back with the best speech ever. So I have to win. I did that for 7 years. And for 6 years, I didn't place. A friend of mine, my mentor, Phyllis Allen, who's been in Toastmasters over 40 years and just turned 90, I thought I was old. She asked me, Louisa, are you having fun? Having fun? No, I'm competing. I want to win. Louisa, you need to have fun. You're right. I do need to have fun. So last year, I went in, had my speech ready. I didn't care if I was going to win or lose. I knew I was going to lose. So I started having fun. I was talking to everybody at the convention. I was having a great time. And then I won at district. What? Oh my gosh, that's great. All right, my dream has been achieved. I'm finished now. No, I wasn't. Because then my video was submitted to region and I won region. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm really having fun. Then I was invited to the semifinals with the top 14 speakers of the world. Wow. I made it to the finals stage with the top 6 speakers. God, you can stop now. I am good. This is perfect. This is better than my dream. I was able to compete and I came in second in the world championship stage. Wow, that's amazing. I was immediately invited to Puebla, Mexico for their district conference as the keynote speaker. I went and I thought I gave a pretty good speech. In fact, believe it or not, I gave it in Spanish, even though my Spanish is terrible. They laughed through the whole presentation. I think they were laughing at my Spanish, not my presentation. After I presented, a little old lady came over to congratulate me. Well, little old lady, I guess she was my age, really. She said, Louisa, we are so proud of you. Good luck on trying to get first place. What? I have to do this again? Another 7 years? Are you kidding me? And what if I don't even make it in 7 years? She looked at me and she smiled and said, you can do it. So now, that is my tall tale to someday win first place on the world stage. You're having two contests today. You're having your tall tales and your humorous stand-up comedy. Humor is so very important right now, as everybody has been expressing. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and we're all trying to cope with that. In fact, when we have too much sadness, we long for humor. I'd like to tell you a short story right now, and this actually happened. I come from a family of three. It's my older brother, me, and then my baby sister. My parents had been married for 54 years. And about 10 years ago, my father had a heart attack and passed away. It was a very sad time for me. But one person who's always been able to make me laugh is my big brother. We were getting ready for the funeral. And just to describe my brother, he's taller than I am, and he has longer hair than I do. It almost comes down to here. He had his hair down the day of the funeral, and I told my mother I wanted to be one of the people to carry my father's coffin to the grave. It had rained the week before, so the ground was uneven. Now, I am rather short, and all the other cousins of mine helping carry my father's coffin are tall. So as we were carrying the coffin to the grave, like the coffin didn't look like this. It looked like it was going to dive into the ground any minute because I was at the front end. My brother was right across from me. The gentleman from the funeral home is telling us, keep coming, keep coming. We are walking, I'm holding the coffin, and then I twist my ankle in a little hole in the ground. So it looked like I almost was about to fall. My brother looked at me, and the gentleman's telling us to keep coming was like, are you okay? Do you need help? I said, no, thank you. I'm fine, I said. Just then I looked at my brother, and he looked at the gentleman and said, aren't you going to ask me if I need help? That's my brother. I laughed so hard until I looked and saw my mom right in front of me. I realized I was at my father's funeral and shouldn't be laughing. We always look for humor when we are sad or we are having a hard time. I am so grateful to everyone for inviting me to this, and I'm hoping that my story made you maybe laugh. And for my tall tale of me someday winning, don't forget to dream. And make your dream outrageous. And your dream just might come true. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. A wonderful keynote speaker. A wonderful keynote speaker, Luisa Montalvo. Now, I would just like, I would request a Sergeant at Arms to please keep our keynote speaker on spotlight. And I would like to ask her the questions. Audience, you are free to write in the chat. The chat has been open for all the audience. If you would like to ask some question, yeah, that's better. I would like to see you on screen. If you would like to write any question, raise your hand in the chat, and we will unmute you to ask the question, but you will not be spotlighted. And also you can type it on the chat and I can read it out for you. So audience, if you would, we have a star over here. You can ask any questions. You'll get valued feedback. Come on, grab this chance. Don't miss it out. Let me see who's raised their hand to ask a question. And do we have anything coming up on chat? Okay. We have, I think, 2 messages here. Okay, the first message is how to get away with the nervousness. Abhishek Vyas has asked how to get away with the nervousness.
That's a very good question. I do a little breathing technique, and I believe somebody told me about it, and it just makes you not think about what's going to happen if you're about to give a speech. And all you do is you do this 3 times. You breathe in, breathe out. Hold your breath for 5 seconds. You do that 3 times and you feel better. And like I said, I don't really know if it works, but it takes your mind off of you having to give a speech. I really don't think anything gets rid of the nervousness because I still get nervous. So hope I answered your question.
Thank you so much. The next question that I can take is from Anil Solaikar. Do you ever crack ethical jokes, and how politically correct is that?
Okay, you said, do I ever crack ethical jokes? And what was the second part?
And how politically correct is that? Politically correct ethical jokes.
For the final speech that I gave last year, my entire speech was ethical jokes. However, I was making fun of my race, and I can do that. Do not make fun of someone else's race. You can make fun of your own race, just not someone else's. If you know your audience is diverse, they're young, they're acceptant to whatever you want to say, you might be able to get away with a few jokes. Only if you're going to say jokes of all the different kinds of races. You can't just say a joke about one certain minority or one certain ethnicity. That's my guideline. For my speech, I just made fun of Mexicans, and everybody was okay with that because I'm a Mexican.
That's a wonderful tip, because the best joke is when we can self-deprecate ourselves. That is one quality of humor. And the next question is from Singaraju KS. It is really challenging being humorous on Zoom platform, as we never know the audience reaction on Zoom platform. How do you tackle it? Over to you.
Thank you. One thing I try to do if I'm going to give a humorous speech is after where I think the audience should be laughing, is I pause for a second or two, just in case they are, and I'm hoping they are. If they're laughing, the best thing to do is pause for a second or two. That way you give the audience a chance to laugh, and then you can continue, because if you keep talking while they're supposed to be laughing, they're missing what you're saying because they're laughing. You can also practice your speech on a group or your home club and then present it to other clubs, or you can practice with your family or friends and try to go from there. But try to know where you think the audience is going to laugh. But it's very hard. That's a really good question. It's very hard to gauge how to know when the audience is laughing. Now, if you're on a laptop, and I'm not, and you're able to see everybody and they all go, wait until they finish laughing and then continue with your speech. But yep, it's very hard. Good question.
Thank you so much. Now we have a question from Zainab and one more person, I think Arij. They have asked a question more or less on the similar lines. One is, where do you find ideas to get humor? And secondly, when you're nervous, how to control that on stage?
What I do, first of all, how do you get ideas? My father encouraged me to do anything and everything. So if somebody came and asked me, hey, we've got 50 dogs, do you want to drive them to New York City? Yes. And then after I think, oh my gosh, what did I agree to? Hey, do you want to compete in the contest for district? Yes. Oh, wait, what did I agree to? So if anybody ever asks you to do something, and you never say no, you are given so many different areas and stories that you can use for your humor, for your speeches, for ideas. If somebody asks you, hey, you want to go with us? No, I don't want to go. Well, you never know. You never know if that day you would have had the best adventure in your life. So if anybody asks me, hey, do you want to do a little bit for the meeting for Kuwait? Sure. And here I am. I believe the second part of the question was, I'm sorry, what was the second part?
The second part was about one thing is like when you're nervous on stage, how do you control it? And secondly, it was if you don't have any humor, if a person is not humorous, then how can they develop humor? So that's the, I think, last question we can take. Thank you.
I guess if a person is not humorous, or if you feel you're not humorous, my friend who just turned 90 thought she was never funny. And she's actually pretty funny. She just didn't know it. If you're not funny and you think you know you're not funny, you might want to go and get a joke book and have a few jokes memorized. So you might try to put them in your speech to make the people laugh, even though you might not be funny. And it's the way you get rid of the nervousness. I don't think anybody ever gets rid of nervousness. It's always there. It's always there. It's just something you maybe get used to. After you give a speech or 2 or 10 or 50, you kind of get used to the nervousness being there, but it never goes away.
Thank you so much. That was so wonderful to have you here, and it was truly inspiring. I'm sure we all learned a lot of humor, and all of us will aim to be there one day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I would like, thank you so much, our keynote speaker, wonderful champion, Luisa Montalvo. Can we have the certificate for our wonderful speaker, please? Thank you so much. Back to you, our beautiful Areej Jaffer.
Mute me. Thank you so much for this amazing keynote speech, Toastmasters. Louisa, it was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. Thank you so much. And now, are you all ready to laugh out loud? If your answer was yes, and I'm sure it is yes, then let me introduce to you a dominated Toastmasters. Oops. Did I say that right? Sorry. Sorry. He is a dangerous Toastmasters. Oh my God. Did I say that wrong again? Well, he is a darling Toastmasters member. Yes, he is a darling distinguished Toastmasters member. He joined Toastmasters in 1999, and he is still here today. Imagine. Otherwise, he would have been a stand-up comedian in USA with Trevor Noah and Kevin Hart. So let's all welcome our very own demented, dangerous darling, the stand-up comedy contest master, DTM, Annie Lobo.
Thank you, MC Toastmaster Areej. Hi guys, welcome to the stand-up comedy segment where we have 8 global comedians who will entertain you. Oh, 1 second please, I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, hello? Yeah, Louisa. No, my mother's not calling me, you are calling me. Is there some important news? Oh my God, let me tell the contestants this. Oh, this is awesome news. Thank you, Louisa. Guys, that's Louisa, the person who gave us this beautiful keynote speech. And you know what? The winner from this segment has a chance to co-host with Hasan Minhaj, the Patriot Act. You're going to be a co-host. Isn't that unbelievable? Man, I could have been a Tall Tales contestant. Anyway, stand-up comedy is a group of short stories based on a theme, and the person normally stands up in front of a live audience. The primary purpose of a stand-up comedian is to make us laugh. So let's all fasten our seatbelts. Okay, those of you who don't have seatbelt, wear a helmet because we don't want you to fall off your chair. And for those who don't have a seatbelt or helmet, don't use a tie and tie yourself to the chair because it might end up into a 911 incident. So guys, are you ready to be entertained? Now, before I start this segment, I want to explain to the comedians some basic ground rules. So please bear with me. The duration of the speech should be 2 to 3 minutes. The green flag will come up at 2, and the timer will show this a little later. The yellow at 2.5 and the red at 3. There's a grace period of 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. There's no indication that you have gone beyond the 3rd minute, but if you speak for more than 3.5 minutes, you are sadly disqualified. Comedians, please pin the timer and the backup timer and pose with thumbs up. That tells us that you're ready and you're going to get into your speech. Now, one very important thing. Please make sure that no other person walks in front of you if they are part of your script. Now, if somebody walks accidentally, that's fine. But we don't want to have anyone walk in front so that it gives you a little advantage. If you want to use somebody to use if you want them to use some sort of a sound device or something, that's acceptable. Now, the speeches should be substantially original in nature. Avoid words that can hurt people's feelings, especially those related to politics, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or religion. Now, the protests, if any, can only be raised by the comedians to me, the contest master, or to the master of ceremony, the beautiful Arij. Now, comedians, please, I'm sure you have checked your internet connection, and let's make sure that we don't have any glitches. Now, the speaking order is going to be as follows, and we're going to have on screen the 8 comedians. The first comedian is Abhishek Vyas. Second comedian, Ivan Sanam. Comedian 3, Mohammed Katsi. Comedian 4 is Nito Johnson. Our 5th comedian, Rashid Maimun. Our 6th, Sharif Mihlar. Our 7th, Tomogyo Bomik. And our 8th, Vikas Bahukna. Give them a nice round of applause. Excellent. Can we remove the screen, please? Now, the judging poll will be launched after the 8th comedian has finished speaking. Please vote for the person you liked, who tickled you the most, and who made you fall off the chair. We are ready to begin. Our comedians, are you ready? Timers, could you please display the timing flags for the benefit of our contestants? The green, the yellow, and the red. The timers, okay, that's it. The green will come up. That's great. So we have the primary timer and the backup timer. Excellent. Comedians, are you ready? Audience, have you fastened your seatbelts or worn your helmets? Timers, are you ready? Now let the contest begin. Our first comedian is Abhishek Vyas. Sergeant at Arms, please prepare a contestant number 1, Abhishek Vyas. A comedian number 1, sorry, Abhishek Vyas.
Hi, Abhishek Vyas. Hi, Abhishek Vyas. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Have you pinned the timer?
Timer? Just... I couldn't pin him.
Scroll it on the top. You can find the timer.
Yeah. No, it doesn't give me an option to pin. It's disabled.
You can click a corner, the 3 point.
Yeah, now I can. Yes.
Yes. Can you see the timer now?
The moment you spotlight me, the timer goes off. That's the problem.
In the top side, it's not coming?
Yeah. Okay, good.
The top side is there, no? Okay.
Yes.
Now, are you good to go? Please show a thumbs up.
My voice is clear, right?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Comedian number 1, Abhishek Vyas. Over to you.
Finding vaccine for COVID might be easy. What's difficult is my wife questions. What should we cook today? Lockdown has not only changed the questions, but my vocabulary as well. Last Saturday, I introduced Toastmasters International to one of the new clubs. Toastmasters International. Like coronavirus has global presence, it can only be spread from one human to other and has maximum number of people associated in USA. Toastmasters is infectious. The first club in your area is like getting first positive case in your geography. And for community spread, you need at least 20 cases. Members. When these speech infected people come together, they call it a Toastmasters meeting. In a typical meeting, a prepared speaker is an individual who has shown speech symptoms in the last few days and undergo test for 5 to 7 minutes. Table topic always frighten people like asymptomatic because it never give any symptoms upfront. And the rule takers, they act as a preventive measure. An evaluator evaluate everyone who go out and cleansify him like a sanitizer. An woman account are like bad habits touching the eyes and the mouth. And a grammarian disinfect your speech like hot water gargles. Timer act as a quarantine period. Most of the speakers survive, but few who have speaking disorder die out with a black flag. At the end of the speech, a Toastmaster award is like COVID recovered. There is one individual who closely watches everyone, a general evaluator. He is like a politician who is saying, go in the balcony and clap.
Don't clap. Tell me what shall I cook today?
Okay, over to you. I have bigger question to solve at my house. Thank you very much.
Thank you, comedian Abhishek. Here is your participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you please prepare the second comedian, Ivan Sanam?
Hi, Ivan. Ivan? Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Have you pinned the timer?
Yes, I can see him. I don't have the option to pin, but I can see him. Yeah.
Okay, can you see him?
Yes, I see the timer. Yes.
Okay. Are you good to go? Show your thumbs up.
Yes.
Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Our second comedian, Ivan Sanam, over to you.
One day, I woke up to find this. You see, recently, my girlfriend left me. She is always complaining, we are so distant from each other. Little did I know I had a social distancing device built into me. I can't even see my legs. I'm looking like a turkey on a Thanksgiving Day, I guess. So, to help me come out of this problem, I did what any 32-year-old man would do. I called my best friend Abhishek. Abhishek, this is the story, man. I need your help. Give me your advice, please. And Abhishek said, Ivan, whenever there is any problem or a big question in your life, there is only one answer. Binge watch a bunch of Bollywood movies. They have all the answers you need. So I took his advice and I watched like 10 movies. And I called him back. Bro, Abhishek, the hero gets another girl after the breakup in every movie. He said, no, you idiot. Did you see the part where hero goes to the gym? That's what you gotta do. I thought to myself, yes, he's right. So I went to the gym. It was a very posh gym. The receptionist asked me to wait at the lounge to meet the trainer. As I was waiting in the lounge, to my left, there was a huge touch screen, which was showing nutrition plan for you. I thought to myself, yes, I definitely would like to know what nutrition plan is best for me. So I clicked on it. Look, and there was a question. What do you look like in the mirror? And there were 3 picture options. Number 1 was a hippopotamus, and it was laughing at me. Number 2 was a crane having a fish in its mouth. Number 3 was a sad pig. So I wanted to check myself again in the mirror next to the screen. I am a pig for sure. And I clicked on the pig, and it says, you're a pig. You have a small head, slim limbs, and a belly ready to be served for an entire family. And just below that is a QR code. I scanned the QR code, hoping it will show me the nutrition plan. And immediately it took me to their website saying, register to become a member. Damn those sales guys. The trainer walked in and said, hi, I'm your trainer. I said, hi, I'm your pig. Please don't eat my belly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ivan. Here is your participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you prepare our third comedian, Mohammed Qadsi?
Toastmaster Mohammed Qadsi.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Have you pinned the timer?
Of course.
You did?
Yes. Yes.
Can you see the timer on the top?
Yes, I can see the timer on the top.
Are you good to go? Show thumbs up. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Contestant number 3, Mohammed Qadsi. Over to you.
Different schools teach you different kinds of greetings. Let me tell you about how my Indian school taught me to greet my teachers. When my teacher would enter the class, we would all stand up by saying, "Good morning, ma'am," or "sir." And there were times where we would forget to greet them. Some would not take it lightly. They would stand there for about a minute and say, "What? Can't you see that there's a teacher here? I am disappointed in every single one of you. Get up, beta, get up, get up, get up." And we would all stand up. "Good morning, ma'am." So on my first day of joining an American school, I was put in a class filled with students. I was excited because I got to meet new people, maybe potential new friends, or so I thought. When the teacher entered the class, everyone got quiet. And then guess what I was taught to do when a teacher entered the classroom? "Good morning, sir." The whole class started to look at me. I was confused. Oh, they must have not heard me. Guess what I did? I said it in a much louder voice because I wanted to make a great impression. So I said it again. "Good morning, sir." Oh no, I realized what had happened. Then I sat down without saying anything. The whole class got quiet for about 10 seconds. Those 10 seconds were the worst 10 seconds of my entire life. So later that day, I was sitting in the bus and my friend comes up to me and says, "Hello, Mohammed. I just wanted to say that students in American schools don't stand up to greet their teachers." Now you tell me, huh? Don't touch me. Get out of here. Get your bloody face out of my face. Ladies and gents, that is how I lost my one and only friend. In fact, I prepared a song for you that I would like to sing. Play, come on. Musician?
I'm so lonely, broken angel.
I'm so lonely.
Boss, we're facing some technical issues.
Technical issues? Sorry, everyone, we're facing some technical issues. I'll pass it on to the contest chair. Thank you.
Thank you, comedian number 3, Mohammed Qadsi. Here's your participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you prepare the next comedian? Number 4, Nijo Johnson.
Hi, Nijo Johnson. Nijo Johnson. Can you hear me? No. Nijo Johnson. Nijo Johnson. Sergeant Tom, can you unmute Nijo Johnson?
I've tried unmuting him. I think he has some connectivity issues. Just a second, I'm unmuting him now again.
Hello. Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Hi, Nijo Johnson.
Yes, Bashir. Unfortunately, I'm having connectivity issues at the last minute. Can you hear
How
me
are
now?
you?
Am I loud and clear?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Bashir. How are you?
Fine, good. Have you pinned the timer?
Yes, I can see him. Bashir, can you hear me? I just want to make sure I'm audible enough.
Clearly.
Loud enough. Okay, thanks. Thanks so much.
Louder enough. Are you good to go? Show your thumbs up.
Just give me a minute. Yeah, is this okay now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine now. Yeah, I'm good to go.
Contest chair.
One second. I'll just intervene. Can I just intervene? I can hear some noises at the background. Please, all are requested to mute when the contestants start. I'm sorry to intervene. Over to you. Please ensure everybody's muted. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Comedian number 4, Nijo Johnson. Over to you.
Raise your right hand if you have ever felt like a failure in life. Now, take your right hand and smack your forehead. I have been a disappointment since the day I was born. The first time my dad picked me up as a baby, he took one look at me and then he angrily looked at my mother as if he wanted a refund. I still remember an incident during my teenage years. My dad and we went to the petrol station to fill up our car, and the attendant said, pointing at the meter, "Sir, look at 0." And my father turned and looked at me. Well, I've been a disappointment to my parents all my life, but now I can proudly say that we love each other. I love my parents because they are amazing people. And they love me because God says you should love everyone. Now, coming to my college days, I had no real luck with the girls. Nobody was interested in me. There was just this one girl who used to keep sending me friend requests on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. And I had to keep blocking her and keep denying her requests till one day I decided to confront her. I went to her, saw her face to face, and I asked her to stop. I told her, "Mom, stop sending me these friend requests." But eventually I got lucky and I found my gorgeous and intelligent wife. I married my wife because I love her, and she married me because she wanted to rebel against her parents. Now my wife is also disappointed in me. She says that I have low stamina and she complains about this on a daily basis. She complains about this on a nightly basis. One day she signed us up both for a 5-kilometer race. And I was excited. On the morning of the race, I thought I will beat her. But as soon as the race began, she ran like a champion. I too ran like a champion for the first 200 meters. And then it was as if I was progressively developing polio. Well, I've been a disappointment to my family, so you probably think that I'm a disappointment in Toastmasters as well, right? Let me tell you, when I first joined Toastmasters, within the first 2 months, I was made a mentor for 2 budding members. And I was the potter, they were the clay. Let me tell you proudly that 2 years of successful mentoring later, both these members have left Toastmasters and they refuse to pick our calls. This speech has actually been really dark. So let me end with 2 good stories. First one, I used to work for a restaurant and I was terrible at my job. But one day my boss called me to his cabin and he said, "Nijo, we are thinking of promoting you." I was surprised. And then he said, "Nijo, we are promoting you to the position of customer." Lastly, last summer when I visited my parents, me and my dad, we went to the same petrol pump. This time the attendant showed us the meter and my dad looked at me when it reached 100. I could see the pride in his eyes and I kept smiling at him. And he said, "What are you smiling at me for? Pay him so that we can go." Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, contestant number 4, Nijo Johnson. This is your participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you please prepare our 5th comedian, Rashid Memoon?
Hi, Rashid Maimoon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
So far, so good.
Okay. Have you pinned the timer?
Yes, he's visible to me. Yeah.
It's visible. Okay. Are you good to go? Show your thumbs up. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Our comedian number 5, Rashid Mehmoon, over to you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rashid Ahmed. Now, if you have seen my picture before from the earlier slide, I don't have that hair. Because that hair was the picture was taken before, not before Corona, before my marriage. Now, why don't we talk about the elephant in the room? We talk about coronavirus. Do you know who has benefited the most from Corona? Definitely not the airlines. And no, I know what you're thinking. Definitely not the companies who are making masks or hand sanitizers. The category that has benefited the most of coronavirus are women. See, the number of men who get infected by coronavirus are more than women. The number of men who die because of coronavirus are more than women. The number of men who hear advice or how to avoid coronavirus are more than women because women are most likely giving these advices to men. Now, there has never been a time in history that women can show their superiority better than now. No matter what you do, you cannot beat women at this. You know, if you say to a woman, you know, that guy, he's really a clean freak. He has an OCD, a mental condition. Woman will look at you and say, that's OCD is not a mental condition. It's like second nature to us. You know what happens to a woman when she goes and visits somebody and she likes the house there? She will say, what a wonderful house. It's really clean. When she goes and visits a house that she doesn't like, she will comment, what a wonderful house, but it's not clean. See, nowadays, you know, women don't date men because of their income or their being handsome or their sense of humor. Fellow participants, they choose them based on their level of cleanness. You know, they're not looking for a bad boy. They're not looking for a nice boy. They're just looking for a clean boy. They're looking for a clean boy with life boy. They are not looking for a romantic type or a father figure. They are looking for a mate/driver figure. Now, if you are on a dating website, women don't worry about whether you're an engineer or you're a doctor or you have great adventures or you like outings. They are just looking for magical words in your profile. Loves cleaning dishes, can cook, does his own laundry. And you can pretty much seal the deal if you have a shirtless picture with a sanitizer in your hand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been safe from Corona so far, be thankful to all the women, all the amazing women in your life. Because of them, you'll be staying safe and secure during this crisis. Thank you, and back to you, Committee Master.
Thank you, comedian number 5, Rashid Mehmoon. Here is your participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you please prepare the 6th comedian, Sharif Mihlar?
Hi, Sharif Mehlar.
Hi, Sergeant at Arms. How are you doing?
Good, very good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Am I audible enough? I hope I'm audible enough.
You are audible.
Right.
Have you pinned the timer?
Give me a second. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm unable to pin the timer, but I'll leave him on my view.
Right. You can see the timer.
Yeah, I can see the timer.
Are you good to go? Show your thumbs up.
Yes.
Over to you, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Our comedian number 6, Sharif Mihlar. Over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! Oh, wait. I can't hear you. When I told my friend, I was speaking to him the other day and I told him, everything is online these days. Classes online, work online, Toastmasters online, stand-up comedy online. I wonder how it is going to go. Will people laugh? How will I know if people laugh at my jokes? And what if they make weddings also online? How will that be? My friend looked at me and said, don't worry. In real life also, people don't laugh at your jokes. So it's okay if you can't see them laughing or not, because they are not going to laugh anyways. And wedding, it's funny you think that you're going to get married. Who's going to give you a bride? These type of people, negative people, we need to remove from our life. So I removed him from my friend list in real life. It's not easy being a stand-up comedian. Making people laugh is very tricky. In fact, once I did a humorous speech in a Toastmasters contest, I saw two people yawning in the middle of my speech. How depressing that made me. Also, something that people find actually funny more than my jokes is my singing, especially my mother. In fact, she has 3 categories of people. She says, there are people who can sing, there are people who think they can sing, there are people who think they can sing and they upload on YouTube. Son, you are the 3rd category. And unfortunately, the people who comment on my videos are also the same. They think like my mother. Let me read you some of my comments that I get. And most of them are doctors. Why? Because first comment, Sharif, are you okay? Sharif, did you forget your medicine today? Sharif, did you jump out of the mental hospital? Sharif, your voice is awesome. Oh wait, that is my fake account. Anyways. But despite this negativity, you might think that I will stop singing. No, I always believe in persistently trying, which is why I believe that I should sing for you today. Make some noise if you want to hear me sing. Oh wait, I can't hear you. Anyways, even if you had not made noise, I'm going to sing. This is my moment to shine. Let me sing Lose Yourself by Eminem in the British accent. His palms are sweaty, knees, we arms are heavy. This woman only sweats already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting, but he wrote down the whole crowd goes so loud in it. What if the Lose Yourself was done in the Indian accent? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready. What if it was done in the Chinese accent? He's on the sweaty knees, we on the heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting when he loads down the whole crowd goes so loud. Ladies and gentlemen, humor is the medicine to our soul. We must always laugh. And a great politician would say, humor is great. We gotta laugh at our jokes. Connoisseur, back to you.
Thank you, comedian number 6, Sharif Miller. Here's your participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you please prepare our 7th comedian, Tomagno Bomik?
Hi, Tomago Bomik.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Have you pinned the timer?
Yes, I have pinned the timer.
Can you see the timer on your screen?
Yes, I can see the timer on my screen.
Are you good to go? Show your thumbs up.
Give me 1 sec. Yes, I'm good to go.
Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Comedian number 7, Tomagno Bomik. Over to you.
I always wanted to become a father. I was 6 years old when I asked my dad, Daddy, how do I become a father? My dad said, son, you pray. He will grant you with a child, and thus you become a father. I was a little suspicious even at that age that there is something more to it. My uncle and aunt were staying with us at that point in time. One day, I heard my parents telling them to start Planning for kids? My uncle and aunt started praying from the very next day. But there was something unusual about their prayers. They would not pray during the day, but they would only pray at night, that too after dinner, and that too behind closed doors. So one day at breakfast, I asked my aunt, Auntie, can I come in tonight and pray with you guys? My aunt quietly left the dining table. And a week later, both my uncle and aunt left our home. My mother was secretly happy. And my father, he stopped answering all my questions from that particular day. I was 14 years old when I got the answer to all my questions because the World Wide Web entered our humble home. I happened to visit one of those educational websites. And that is where I fell in love. I fell in love with the process of becoming a father. I also learned how to have fun without becoming one. And most importantly, how to use a mask. How to wear it, when to wear it, and where exactly to wear it. But I remained ignorant about one thing, that if I stretch this mask too far, it is going to tear. They say ignorance is bliss. But in my case, 20 years later, this ignorance was the beginning of fatherhood. So all you lovely people, all the would be, the should be, the ones who still don't know but will soon be, and the have been parents. If you got offended by anything that I said here today, please don't blame me. It is not me, it's my father. Back in his days, these masks were expensive. He could not afford one. And he had heard nothing about social distancing. Hence, here I am today. So if you want to know more about the different shapes, sizes, colors, and flavors that this mask comes for, you can call me. Over to you, Contest Master.
Thank you, comedian number 7, Tamagno Bomik. Here is your participation certificate. Sergeant at Arms, can you please prepare the 8th and last comedian, Vikas Bahugna?
Hi, Vikas Bahugna.
Yeah, hi.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
Good, very good. Have you pinned the timer?
Oh, let me check. Let me check. Just give me a minute. Yes, I pinned the timer.
Can you see the timer on your screen?
Yes. Yes, I can see the timer in my screen.
Are you good to go? Show your thumbs up.
Yes, I'm good to go.
Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. Our 8th comedian, Vikas Bahugna. Over to you.
Thank you, Contest Master. Now I will share you one of the interesting interview I never had. I am the interviewer, and here is an interview. I asked him, hello, tell me about yourself. Sir, I'm sitting in front of you, sir. I'm here to make my pature. And this is my first interview. I'm from Patna, Bihar. My name is Abhishek Jha. I graduated from Oxford in School Patna, not England. Please note. I'm hidden engineer. During my favorite time, I chat on girls on Instagram. I also collect Kutka wrappers. I have huge collection, almost 5,000. Do you know what we do? Tell me, sir. We do what to machine or device that processes calculation based on instructions provided by a software or hardware program. Computer, I know, sir. Do you know English? I teach English. I can tell you, sir, how I teach. Yes, please tell. I teach English is that way, sir. You don't go to school. They don't go to school. He does not go to school. She does not go to school. Go. Mind blowing. We will call you back shortly. Over to Contest Master.
Thank you. Our final comedian, number 8, Vikas Bahugna. Here is your participation certificate. Can I clear the screen? Would anyone from the audience be interested in taking up the challenge of being our next stand-up comedian? Oh, I see a few hands up there. That's good. Sorry, we don't have time today. But please send a message to the Area 19 director of District 20, and she will look into organizing something like this at our next pandemic, COVID-20, COVID-21, or some new disease that'll come up. Don't worry. 1 second, guys. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, who's this? Hassan? Hassan who? Hassan Minhaj. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Let me tell the comedians this. Guys, I have good news. That was Hassan Minhaj on the phone. He was a silent observer, and he told me to inform all the comedians that you're invited to join him for dinner tonight. Isn't that great? Oh my God. Damn, I should really take part in Tall Tales. Guys, the contest has come to an end now. It's time for us to select the winners. I'm sure you were all entertained. Right now, let's vote for our most humorous comedian. Timer, could you please tell us, did all our 8 comedians qualify?
Thank you, stand-up comedian master. Fortunately, there is no disqualification. We all are the stand-up comedian are qualified, and I am sending the report to the moderator for creating the poll. Thank you. Over to you.
Great. That's good news. Now you, the audience, are going to determine which comedian has given the best performance and deserves to go home with the awards. Now, there are some Toastmasters and some non-Toastmasters in this Zoom audience. So as good judges, we shall follow the principles of integrity, service, respect, and excellence. I humbly ask you and implore to you to select the candidate who really tickled you, made you laugh, and almost fall off your chair. If there's any of you who joined in late and did not see all the 8 contestants, you may use the abstain button and abstain from voting. Select the person who you genuinely believes should have won today. Audience, it's time for us now to vote. Moderator, could you please launch the polls? And we have 1 minute to vote for the best comedian. Wow, I can see a lot of numbers going through there. We crossed the 50% mark. Across the 70% mark, that's good. We have 30 more seconds to go. Great, just 5 more seconds to go. And I think it's time to end our poll.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excellent, guys. We ended the poll. Now it's my time to leave too. I think I'm going to go write either a tall tale or a stand-up story. This lockdown, I have lots of free time, nothing else to do. I'm as bored as the rest of you. So, MC Arij, over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Anil, and to acknowledge your amazing work and effort you have done here's your virtual appreciation certificate. Thank you so much. And now, and to acknowledge all of the role players' effort, I would like to call our area director, our Area 19 director. She is professional former manager at Reliance and former teacher. Toastmasters members since 4 years. The first runner-up at Kuwait Advanced Toastmasters Club Storytelling Contest. Yes, because I was the champion. No, she was amazing. And the first runner-up at the Humor Speech Contest at division level in 2018. Her motto in life, live life queen size. Help him welcome Area 19 Director, Toastmasters, Tabassum Ali.
Thank you so much, our wonderful Arij Jaffer. Live life queen size. Thanks, Vishal, for that awesome music. Now, I'm sure you all had a great time and thank you so much. I think I was one relaxed person who enjoyed the show. I would like to acknowledge all the role players, but before that, I want to do another formality, which is I can see there are 152 participants. So I would request our host, if you can please let them open their videos. Let us see all these people who have made this event so successful and supported our hard work. So for a few seconds, if you can just off the screen and let's go and let's take a nice photo session. Let's catch all our beautiful viewers on camera. Well, it's not compulsory. If I know some don't want to open their video, that's totally okay. But you have the option open from a moderator. So you can give all lovely poses and we can take a nice pic. So can we have all the, oh wow, that's so amazing. Our moderator and our another chief tech moderator, please tell us when we are ready. Ask us to give thumbs up or whatever sign and say 1, 2, 3, smile, go ahead. All of you, please, please, please open your video. We really need to capture this moment. Yeah, that's my typical way of posing. Whatever. Tell us, yeah, Vishal and Jinu, please tell us. 1, 2, 3, click. We all will be ready with our poses. Yes, unmute yourself and tell us. Who's clicking? Vishal, Jinu, who is it?
Vishal, please do that.
Vishal, give us a cue. We all are ready for you. When to smile. And see, we all should look good, huh?
Right now, but you'll have to just give me. Yeah, no.
Gino, you also click some. Please, Acha, if you can,
Okay,
please do it.
Remain in the position. Yes. Stay remain in. Yes. Yes. I will do it. Stay remain in. Yep. Yep. Sure. Go on.
Click 2, 3. You'll never get this moment back.
Because there are 6.
My smile is freezing.
Tell me when we are done, Vishal. We'll just go on posing otherwise. Are we done? Thank you so much. Thank you, wonderful audience, for being here with us. And it was a fantabulous show just to have you all of you connected and making our event so special. So thank you so much. And God bless you. Be safe. Now, let me acknowledge the role players who have really been working around the clock. And I'm so sorry if I have been somewhere a little kind of a tough master because we had to pull this through. So thank you for bearing with me. And can we have the slides on, please? Okay, yeah, before that, I just need somebody to please second. We need to extend our timing. We're already 8:30. Can we have a time extension of 15 minutes? Can somebody pass the motion and just like, I would like to have an extension of 20 minutes. Please, someone just second it. Someone please second it. It's a good practice for Toastmasters if you're going overtime. Yes, someone can second
Thank you,
that.
Area Director. I am Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar Pal, also timer use. Second to your proposal for extending the time of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we just extend for another 20 minutes. Please wait for the results. We have the results on our hand. It will be shortly displayed. But just a small formality, which I have to do definitely, is can we have the slides, please? Thank you. Ginu. That's our Shilpa Reddy, and you have already seen her so wonderfully introducing our RA and our wonderful Luisa Montalvo. I know you are around. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Shilpa Reddy, DTM Shilpa Reddy. Our next main moderator, Vishal Khan, non-stop operating at the back end, pulling this through. Thank you so much. Here's the certificate. Our tech moderator, Faisal Jamil, all the mute, unmute man was he who carried the show so well. Thank you so much. Here's the certificate. Our Sergeant at Arms, Hazel D'Souza, did a wonderful job, and also the news editor. Our opening Sergeant at Arms, Hena, who was spotlighting, unspotlighting, that's her. Shashwini Pereira, part of our newsletter team, coordinating. Sakina Banyana, newsletter team, who did the cover page of our newsletter. Dinesh Kumar Pala, wonderful timer at the backdrop, timing the moment properly. Sarfaraz Ahmed, another timer, a backup timer. Kazim Ali Mirza, Sergeant at Arms, quietly working the backdrop of being the chat monitor, observing all. Gino Thomas, another tech person who was the beautiful slides have been operated by him. Gino Thomas. Bashir Sheikh, our Sergeant at Arms for the comedy segment. Venkat Ramana, he's the admin manager for Area 19, have been strongly supporting the area the entire year. Madhusudan Reddy, the person also in charge here, along with Faisal Jamil for muting, unmuting. Thank you so much for your support, jumping in last minute. Our amazing advisor, immediate past area director, Zainab Banyan, for guiding me throughout. Thank you. And our wonderful PR who did this amazing video, and who you all have seen, no words for her. DTM Ari Jafar, thank you so much, my entire team, for being there, supporting me. Anil Lobo, thank you so much. And all of you, over to you. Over to you, Ari Jafar.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Tabassum. And now it is the time that everyone is waiting for, announcing the winners. Who won the Tall Tale and the stand-up comedy contest? Let's hear the results from our contest masters. Dear DTM Zainab, to announce the Tall Tales contest results, screen is yours.
I'm just sorry. I will take a few minutes to get back with the results. So can we go ahead with the program? Can we go ahead?
The program is you, Zainab.
Yes, yes. Just I need 2 minutes, please.
So, Toastmaster Tabassum, is it fine we announce the stand-up comedy and then, or no?
Yes, let me just check
or let me share with you a story.
No, we could
Until
stand
she
up,
comes. Until she comes.
No, has she really
so
won?
we don't
Has she
fix
really
the
won?
slides. Sorry?
Is Zainab really went for 2 minutes? Is that happen? Okay, in the meantime, what I would request all of you that we are putting up a feedback form in the chat column. So I request all my wonderful 38 participants, anyone, please give a feedback on this program. So we would really appreciate it. And next time we can take it ahead. And if you liked it, please, we would love to have some positive comments from you. It will motivate my entire team. So there'll be the feedback form coming on the chat column. Okay, I think something really urgent happened with Zainab, otherwise she wouldn't go off. Now, Gino, is it possible to go to Anil's slide and can we have Anil? And we can have Zainab's announcement
It only
later.
needs like 2 minutes, Tabassum.
Yeah,
So
it is. It's okay. I put the this feedback form. So if some people can give feedback in the meantime.
Yes. Zainab, are you okay? Good to go?
Yes, yes. I'm very sorry.
Okay.
There was a
The screen is
connectivity
yours,
issue, so I
DTM
could
Zainab.
not. Yeah. Okay, dear audience and our Area 19 event viewers, it's the moment we all have been waiting for. I can hear the hearts pounding, but make sure they don't fall out of your chest. I can see and feel the pressure building up in this virtual room. And why not? It is the moment to guess who are the winners. And let me tell you, just now, our contest master for the stand-up comedian just gave an idea to our area director to conduct another event. So now, let me tell you, these 3 winners who are going to win today are going to be the contest master of Area 19 International Conference in 2021. And yes, you will not have to go through any pressure test, no auditions, no blood test, nothing like me. Yes, but you will directly go and be the contest masters. Okay, so now, are you ready to know who has won today? Yes. Before that, I just want to appreciate all the Tall Tale contestants that you have done fabulously well. I love your performances, but yes, as a culture, we have to pick the first, second, and the third. I request all the Tall Tale contestants to kindly turn on your videos and be ready for the moment. Now, drum roll. The third place winner is drum rolls. And she is none other than Shri Ganga Krishnamurthy. Congratulations, Shri Ganga.
No, it's Zainab. Zainab, it's Rohaib actually.
Rabab. Okay, I'm so sorry because I got the information here. Yeah, sorry. The third place winner is Rubab Fatima. Congratulations. And now, let's see who has taken the second place.
Can we spotlight Rubab, please?
Yeah. The second place goes to Shri Ganga Krishnamurthy. Congratulations. And now we are going to get the winner of tonight. That is none other than drum rolls. He is none other than Shams Tabriz, the winner of the Tall Tale contest. Congratulations. I would like Shams Tabriz to kindly say a few words for a minute about his experience on being the winner and on this event. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Area 19. Actually, I have to thank Tabassum Ali ma'am for selecting me. I don't know what's the reason, what made her choose me. And literally 1 hour back, I was facing internet issues and I prayed to God that please give me these 4 minutes free. And I can see few of my family members are also here from abroad. So I can only say that this is one of the most memorable moments of my life. Thank you so much for voting me all, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Shams Tabriz. It was great and congratulations. I would like to hand over to our Master of Ceremony, and here my job comes to an end. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much and congratulations to all winners. You all did a great and wonderful job. Congratulations. And now, do you all want to know who made us laugh the most? Dear DTM Anil, please stand up and announce the stand-up comedy results. Screen is yours.
Don't stop the music. I was dancing. Okay, now we have reached the time. Okay, now we have reached the time where we have to award the winners for the stand-up comedy segment. I don't know about you guys, but I felt all the 8 comedians, they deserve an award. Let's give them a good round of applause. They kept us entertained. I saw a few who were in the audience who were wearing a seat belt because they were afraid of going to fall off. I don't know. In fact, I received a message. Somebody tied their family members over and told them, please clap. I don't know how far it's true. Sadly, we can award certificates only for the top 3. Now, there's good news. The top 3 winners, they get a sumptuous, hearty, delicious breakfast tomorrow. I was told it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. At your house! Tall tale, man. On a serious note now, our 3rd place comedian is... Drum rolls. Tomogyo Bumek. Our 2nd place comedian is... Drum rolls. Sharif Mihlar. I'm going to miss this music. And the winner, the person who is going to be buying biryani and kebabs for all of us in the audience. There are 123 of us. And this is none other than, drum roll, Nijo Johnson.
Please open the videos. Open the videos, please.
Can we see Nijo Johnson? Can we pin him over here? Is Nijo still there? Mr. Zero, I mean, Mr. Hero, Zero, Hero. I forgot, what was his speech about? Yes, Nijo. Oh, one big round zero. Nijo, I'm going to give you 1 minute as a winner to tell us how does it feel to be a winner. Now, 1 second. If you speak for more than a minute, we're going to take your certificate away from you. But we still want the biryani, okay? Over to you, Nijo. Can someone unmute him, please?
Anil, just before I begin, this result is final, right? I mean, you actually mean it, right? This will not change. Huh?
I hope not.
Yeah, so really thank you very much. And I want to take a minute to really appreciate Tabassum, you and the organizing committee, Zainab. And there were a lot of people who helped me with my speech. I just came into the contest last 2 days and really many people helped me with the preparation. So appreciate them all. And thanks to all who found my jokes funny. I hope someday my wife and my dad also find them funny. So back to you, Anil.
Thank you, Nijo. That was great. I felt all 8 deserved to get an award. Thank you, contestants. You really made it a beautiful time, a nice 2 hours and few minutes. I feel we should do this again. How about sometime next week or the week after? Just kidding, just kidding. Tabassum will kill me. It's time for me to go. With this area director, I would like to thank Area 19 Director Tabassum Ali for giving me the opportunity to be the contest chair. I hope I get this chance once again. And please, somebody send me that video because I cannot go to the nightclubs. At least I can dance to this music. I hand over to the Master of Ceremonies, Arij Jafar.
Thank you so much, DTM Anil, and congratulations to all the winners, the stand-up comedian and Tall Tales. Even those who didn't win a place, but you won our hearts because you inspired us to do a lot and to laugh with you and to have a great imagination. Thank you so much. My role reached to its end. I want to thank you all for all the efforts the last weeks preparing for such an amazing event. Thank you so much and see you soon. Back to you, Area 19 Director.
Thank you. And Arij, thank you so much once again for doing that wonderful emceeing. No one else could have done as better as you did, and for putting so much life into your role. Thank you so much. With that, we come to the end of our segment. We still have 81 people logged in. Thank you so much. Congratulations, all the winners, participants, leaders around the world for being part of this phenomenal event. It is all a first time we have managed it and pulled it through, thanks to the role players and thanks to all of you. And I just want to do a bit of justice to our speaker number in a comedy segment. That is the third speaker, Tamogna, who was not spotlighted, and the second speaker, Sharif. So one by one, just spotlight them so everybody will know who was the third speaker, second speaker. So I cannot deny them before I end up. So can you just spotlight them so people can see who was Tamogna and who was Sharif? And we will have Rubab also from Tall Tales. Yeah, please, Sergeant Atam, please, all of you, please open your video so it becomes easy for you and say, yes, we are here. So everybody will know who was the one who won. Get it done, guys. Where are you? Yes. Okay, I will spotlight Tamogna now. Let me do it. Tamogna, you're spotlighted. Yeah, you can't speak, but say hi to all. Thank you. We are running short of time. That's your Tamogna. Now let me have Sharif. Where is Sharif? Yes, Sharif. Now you are, wait, you're spotlighted. Come on, wave at everyone. This is your moment. Sharif, who came second. Thank you so much. And first, we already have heard Nito. Wonderfully done. Thank you so much. And here is Rubab. Rubab, you had missed a spotlight. Here's your spotlight. Yes, wonderful, superb. That was great. And thank you so much, the other contestants. We had you already had you on the spotlight, so now people know who were these contestants. Thank you so much for coming across, putting in your hard work. In a lockdown where we can find happiness, it's better to create one. So how do we do it? We conducted some tall tales and a stand-up comedy and brought laughter to all of you and give you a reason to laugh. Because at the end of the day, laughter is the best medicine. With that, I end my session. Thank you so much, all the leaders, Toastmasters, participants, and I don't have a gavel, and I call the meeting adjourned. Ta-ta.